Hi, are you ready for some gel plate action? I am gonna do some experimenting, some things I have not done before, and we're gonna see how it comes out. It's gonna be a mystery. I'm starting out with white. Now I've got some printer paper like this one. I've got printer paper like that at the ready. And then I showed you in my last jelly plate that roll of craft paper that came from a child's easel that I plucked out of the trash. I did ask permission. It was at a private home, but there it was sitting in the trash, and I thought, huh, it's an awful lot of wonderful paper to just be thrown in the trash. It wasn't even in the recycle. It was in the trash. So, okay, what am I trying? What's the new experiment? Well, the first thing I want to try, I've got a couple experiments in mind, is sprays and inks. You know, these things that I love so much. So I'm going to start out with this one, and this one is Funky Fuchsia. And I'm just going to spray it on the white. And then I'm going to grab another color. What's this? Peony Blush. This is kind of a pinkish color. I like that. And then I think I'm going to give it just some dots of this if I can. Yeah. Just a splash of Vintage Photo. Now the Vintage Photo, it's a distress spray, but it is called a stain. So, and it is a little less potent than some of the others. And then I've got this. This is those botanical, see, this one doesn't have it, Cosmic Shimmer botanical stains. This one in my hand here is the tea leaf, and this one is the avocado. And it's, so I believe it's supposed to replicate when you do your paper dyeing, you know, coffee, tea, that kind of staining. So when you boil avocados, they give you kind of a pink color. All right, let's see what this is going to do. I have no idea, but it's going to be fun. I'm going to grab a piece of printer paper and let's see what we get. How are you? Thank you for joining me here in my studio for some gel plate play. Now this piece of paper doesn't really fit. It's a little bit small for my jelly plate. My jelly plate is, I believe, 9 by 11. That's what it says. Okay. Should we see what we got? I don't mind the back. Let's see what the front looks like. Well, it's pulling up awfully nice. Well, there you have it. I like this. Okay, setting it to dry. I have to walk way over to where I've got paper on the ground for drying. All right, since we've kind of got the spray mess going, I'm going to try a different white. Now this is a no-name that I got from the Crafter's Warehouse in Grand Rapids. And it was just a quarter a bottle, but they were all just without labels. And I think they were down to 2 colors. I didn't even know for positive it was acrylic paint, but I had a strong feeling it was. The bottles were sealed, and I wasn't about to open them. That didn't seem polite. So, but we've used it, and it seems to work good. Okay. That's on there. It's kind of a buttermilk color. And let's give it, now this is one of those stains, and this one is called Abandoned Coral. So this is more of a warm color. Looks orange there. And we'll give it some Vintage Photo. And it's kind of looking fallish. So I think I want to find a yellow. Okay. The coral really kind of puddled up. I think I'm going to use one of these craft sheets because they're more absorbent. There we go. This one got cut a little big, but it doesn't matter. I just know that this is much more absorbent than printer paper, and that coral was really quite puddly. So we'll see what this does for us. I'm going to give it a brayer. Okay, here we go. Look at this. I think this is cool. I'm gonna let it dry. I think the craft paper really helped make it look so fallish. All right, I want to do one more, and I'm just rolling out this fall color. I've got this weird one. This is called Sepia, but it is so transparent. It looks like dirt, but when you smear it out, or roll it out, I guess I should say, see what I mean? It's so transparent, but it's there. So I think, you know, if we're kind of thinking about a grungy look, kind of a steampunky or aged look, I think this could be a really cool combination. Now, you know I'm a color girl. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I love color. But every once in a while, I get in kind of an antique-y, grungy kind of a mood. So let's see what this does. All right, I'm going to start out with some of this vintage photo. And I'm going to add some of this, let's see, in the grunginess, right? I don't really have a lot of brown sprays. What's this one? This one is called Tumbled Glass, kind of a blue. Very, very gentle. I really don't mind that. I think I want to add some more vintage photo. It's kind of looking patina-y to me, which I like. Okay, I'm going to get another of that craft paper. But this is a different craft paper. Now this is from Joann's, when I had an order from Joann's. It's still more absorbent than printer paper, but not as absorbent as that easel paper. And let's see what this is going to do for us. Oh, now I said in the other video, I know it looks like I'm just kind of, I am standing here, and this is getting all my strength and my weight. So I'm not just being gentle. All right, here we go. I like this. I mean, I think you would need a certain kind of a application for it, but I do like it. Yes. Okay, off it goes. I think if we would have used white, it would have given us just a whole different vibe. But I'm gonna step away from the sprays for a moment here, and I'm gonna pick this up because, as I've said, sprays, they can get everywhere. The house, the dog, your husband, you name it. You name it, and you're gonna have spray. So let's just get some of this up. Grab a paper towel. And if you still see it on my work table, it's fine. When I hit it with some kitchen cleaner, and I'm not talking about oven cleaner, I'm just talking about something like 401 or what is that, 409 or I don't know, whatever whatever's on sale, that's what I bought. All right, experiment number 2. Up with the jelly plate. Now, I got from the library, Friends of the Library, 10 cents a magazine. This is Birds and Blooms. Now, will these come out? I don't know. Every magazine is different, but I thought it's worth a try. What do you say? Okay, let's start with, well, we know black works good. Let's try brown. Should we? Yeah, I think so. Let's try brown. This is called raw umber. Okay. We'll roll that on. That's raw umber. Compared to burnt umber, which is literally the process of making is burning. There's fire involved. Feels a little thickish, and it's drying fast. So I may give this, like, I won't want that big blob, right? Because it'll be right in the middle of the picture. There we go. All right. Well, I don't think it's wet enough. I think there's enough color, but I don't think it's wet enough. Oh, for crying out loud. There. All right, we're going to add some more. Because I can already see it lifting with the brayer. And that means it's too dry. See how it's lifting so much? But I have found just adding a second coat does help. And the fact that my air conditioning is running as we speak, that's not helping. But I'm trying to go fast. Okay. Let's give it this bird and see what it gives us. Now, I'm going to grab some scraps that I've got ready because I knew I would have areas like this with these magazine prints, and I don't want that much of the brown. And let's see if I can pick some more up with this. Okay. And pick some up with this. And then pick this up. Okay. And now I'm going to see if we may get nothing. We may get something. I don't know. It looks like nothing. So that tells me that the ink of this paper that is on, this magazine, it's just not going to do jelly print. And I can try again and again. I'm not going to get any different results. So I'll just save these in my folder of pictures and we're going to move on. So write that one down. Birds and Blooms, no go. All right. I like a little pink. Well, you know what? Let's try just a dab of green. Just a dab. And let's get some of that color that I said looks like dirt. What is it? Sienna or sepia? Sepia. Let's get some of this. Let's make some grunge. What do you say? And this is called gel acrylic, so it's supposed to look like that bumpity stuff. And then I'm going to add maybe a little bit of kind of a turquoisey color. Again, I'm thinking in terms of like patina. Okay. And let's roll this off. Does it look grungy to you? Let me know in the comments. Give me your thoughts and suggestions. I'm all ears. Okay. All right. Let's see what this is going to do. White or brown? I'm going with white. Oh, brilliant. Well, that's okay. Maybe I'll get those scraps again. There we go. That helps. It's a little bit showing here. Okay. Get this up. Okay. All right. Moment of truth. Can you see it? Hang on. Look. I'm trying to flatten it out a little. I really like it. I do. Okay. Off to the side. I've got some rubber stamps that are like gears and things, and I just think that would go with that so well. All right. I'm hitting it with the buttermilk. You know what? Give it a shake. Let's open it up. Okay. I don't know why, and I don't know why this, not only in this project, but in general, some paints work great on the jelly plate, and especially for when you have the leftovers, the remnants, and cleaning it up. And this buttermilk, for some reason, seems to do that. Now, I've got other paints that are in, you know, that are more fluid like it and all. I don't get that kind of a result. So, okay, good. And I think I'm going to give it a little bit of vintage photo. Yeah, just splattery. And then the one that's called Tea. Now, is that this one? Yes. Let's drip some of this on. All right. And let's give this a go. And I'm going with a brown paper again. I've got just a little bit showing here. All right. It's wrinkly. I don't care because, well, I never care, but I'm thinking of this one again. Kind of steampunky, grungy, old, vintage, rusty metal, nails, that kind of stuff. Construction site. All right, let's see. I like the way that the splattering, oh, be gentle, Julie, be gentle. Okay, look. It's whiter than I had thought, but it's still fine. I mean, it is good. Okay. Set it down, but that's enough of the grungy ones. Let's consider doing an autumny one again. So I've got this orange. It's kind of a bright orange, but I don't care. I'm in Michigan and fall colors are very bright when it's time. I'm going to put some crimson red because I'm going to need some thank you cards here in the autumn time. And depending on what's going on, you know, if I get to be going to like a Thanksgiving dinner or something and I can bring a little hostess gift, a little autumn something is nice to add to it. Okay. Now I'm going to try to not just kind of mix this all up, but, you know, rather have it be individual colors. Okay, one more time. That's it. I'm tempted to do more, but I'm not gonna. All right. What should we do? White? Sure. That's good. Pick some up there. Pick some up here. Do you do things like, you know, specifically for fall? Or those of you that are in Australia, we've got several of you that are in Australia, and it's coming up on spring. Are you decorating for spring? Are you picking out spring colors when you're doing your art journaling or jelly plating, or what are you doing? Let me know in the comments. While you're at the comments, go ahead and hit that like button. Like and subscribe. It helps my channel so much to grow. Okay? There's those. And let's see what we get from this. It is bright. And it looks like fall to me. I like it very much. Okay, off to the side. Okay. I think it's time. See if we can get just a little bit more cleared off of this. I don't know why, but I just feel like I want that. I'm going to use this. This is this cadmium yellow, and it's a De La Rowney paint. It's very transparent and very fall. It is a cadmium yellow deep hue. The lid never wants to go on quite right. But let's pick up this fall fantasy that we've got going on here and see if we can clear off this jelly plate a little bit more. Like I said, not really sure why I want to, but I just feel like I want to. I love how my rolling off the brayer is turning out. And I'm just going to use these guys. I'm going to put this one here. And I'm going to put this one here. And just use this as a cleanup. And again, I can use this to maybe line an envelope. If I'm going to make a greeting card, that really is kind of adds a little elegant touch. Or I can make tags out of this. I can tear it up and use it in collage. There's just so many things. You don't have to have a full sheet before you can say, well, now I can do some jelly printing. No, use what you have and use up what you have. Okay. This is good. And what's going on under here? Okay. That's fine. Yep. Looks good. All right, we can just leave those there. We're still looking like autumn fall fantasy, but that's okay. Sometimes it looks, you know what? It's bubbles on the underside that I see that I keep trying to tap out. Okay. All right, now I want to do something on top of some of the ones we've already started. So I'm going to start out, I've got a dark pink one. I think what I want to do is I'm going to use this pink. Look at that. Hang on. Let's get that off. I think I got more on my hands than anywhere, but that's okay. Yep. And I'm going to add a little bit of purple. Again, this is that gel acrylic, it's called. I'm going to put this on. Again, I'm not worried about homogenizing this into all one color. It can be multiple colors. I think that adds interest without being too distracting. All right, I'm going to get a stencil. What do you think about that idea? think it's time for a stencil, don't you? All right, here we go. Put this here. Okay, I'm grabbing a sheet. And let's get this one. Again, I have no idea what this is going to turn out like. I'm only hoping that it'll be pretty. Something that I'm ready to use, you know. Let's see. I'm going to give it a roll. Okay. I love this. I totally love this. Off to the side. Grabbing another sheet. I'm going to pick this up. Drop it on my drying area. And now I'm going to put this on top. See what we get. I want to kind of get it at the top. So I'm going to just give this, I'm just giving this a little fold so I have a little reference. Okay. It'll be interesting to see what this looks like. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I really like this. I really like this a lot. I hope you do. Let me know in the comments which ones are your favorites. Okay. I'm going for this one. Grungy. And I think I'm going to use this white because it doesn't really lay down as smooth as the other. And I think for this, that might be kind of cool. All right. See what I mean? I mean, if I keep rolling and rolling and rolling, it does smooth out, but I just kind of wanted this weathered paint kind of a look. I like that. Okay, grabbing a stencil. I honestly am grabbing a stencil. Well, okay. The one I grabbed isn't even out of the package. Where is... Can I get it out quick? Yes. And again, I bought this a long time ago. I didn't realize I hadn't used it. But it's kind of a... Oh... mermaid scales? All right, there we go. It might look like shingles. All right, laying this on. I like that I can see the scales right through the paper because it makes me feel like I'm getting it pushed down enough. All right, let's see what we get with this. I'm really happy with that. I'm going to take this off, take it with me to the drying. And I've got this one. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it this because it was getting dryish. And just see if I can get a thin, clearish coat of this yellow on here. And again, if it's not just all smooth, I don't really care. I think it will be. Okay. Now let's see if we get any of those scales on here. I'm going to get these. Get this. I'm going to move this over here. All right. Time to see, did we get any of the scales? Ugh. Come on. There. All right. Yes. Yes. It looks good to me. It really does. Okay. Off to the dry. Just got a couple more. I've got this autumn one. Can you even see it? I've got this autumn one and this guy. So for this autumn one, I'm going to get a darker color. How about brown? Oh, it doesn't, let's see. That brown, maybe, if I mix it with some of that dirt color. Let's try that. Don't give up the ghost. Here's that sepia. Okay. And let's see if we can kind of mix these guys up. That brown left one of those spots. Okay. I think that's as good as we're going to get that. And see if I can grab a stencil without having everyone fall asleep in the meantime. Yes. Here we go. And I'm going to do this one. Beautiful. I thought having the kind of lines, and then if I cut this into leaf shapes, I think that could be awfully pretty. Well, if you've been hanging in with me this long, then you must think my content is okay. So please consider subscribing because it helps my brand new channel out so much. And look, that was worth the wait. I really like it. Okay, setting it down to dry. And I got this to take off. And that was pretty nice and wet. Let's just see if I put this one on top. And get some of these on here. Pick some up over here. Pick some up over here. Really give it a roll. I might be asking a lot to get a second pull, but we'll see. We will see. Okay. What do we have? Yes, we have something. I think it was a good choice. Look. I really like this. Can you see? It came out good. There's that brown blotch I try to get rid of. Well, that's okay. That's okay. All right. So let's see if we can pick some of this up. I'm going to use some of this buttermilk again. And I think I'm going to give it this yellow. This is yellow ochre, but unlike the other kind of a mustardy yellow, this one is more opaque. So let's see. Together it kind of reminds me of an eggshell color. Okay. All right. Okay. And I'm going to hit this one with one of these darker, well, heavier sheets. I'm looking over at the drying area as I'm rubbing this down, and it's really looking nice. And I can see, if you watched the video before where I did some Christmas wrap, those are still on the drying rack, and I really like those. Now that they're dry, they do change a little bit when they dry, and I really like the way it's drying out, the Christmassy ones, holiday ones. Okay, ready? And up it comes. You can see just a little bit of some of the stencils, but this is great. This is great. Okay, set it down. And let's see. We've done an awful lot of fall. Not that I don't like it. I'm sorry I'm taking too long to think. All right. Let's go with this green. And just a hint of this. Yep. And let's start rolling away. There's still a touch of that white on here, and I think that could look really cool. Okay. Grabbing a sheet. Okay, giving it a pull. Yes, I see the white, and I like that. Look. Nice. Okay. All right, I want one more background. We've got some green and yellow. I'm going to add some blue. Let me give this a shake. This is, I've had this for so many years, but it's a cool blue. I like it. What I mean cool by pretty. And I'm going to add a bit of this ultramarine. Okay. And to the brayer. Can you see? That looks oceany. doesn't it? Tropical. For those of you that are heading into spring. Right now I'm feeling like seashells, starfish, palm trees, turquoise water on some island that I've never been to. Yep, that's what that's doing for me. I like it when art brings an emotion or a picture in my mind. I love that. Okay. We've got a kind of a blue splotch in here. I'm going to see if I can break it up a little bit. And there's still some green in there, which is fine. All right. One of these. I've said before, sometimes my Braille paper is some of the best paper I get. And it's true. All right. All right. Hey. Look at this. Can't you feel just tropical with that? I can. Okay, now I want to get another stencil. Maybe two. Drives me crazy when these things get hung up. But I got them. Okay. Here we go. Now, I love the blue that's happening on here. I'm just looking out at what we've got. I think I'm going to just put a touch more of this. Yeah, just a touch. And a touch of this. Yep. And let's roll it out. It's going to be skimpy, but I'm okay with that. It does mean, though, got to work a little bit fast. You're probably thinking, Julie, you don't do anything fast. I know. It's the story of my life. Sorry. But it is. Okay. Drop this on. Grab a sheet. It's this one. On it goes. We'll see what this is going to produce for us. Okay. Look. That's pretty cool. All right. And I grabbed another background, but this is too much of the same for that. So let's hit this with some of that really transparent sepia. It's probably enough. This looks very clear, and it's only because I can see the shininess of it that I know I'm getting it somewhere. So if you're thinking that I'm just rolling that brayer on my imagination, I understand, but no, there's some paint there. Okay. Okay. We'll see what this turns into. One of the artists that I watch, Carrie Carrie the Crafter. He did, I didn't see it yet. I'll watch it, but he did one pull jelly plating so that you only had one pull. So this is one pull, and we'll see if we've got something that we like. And I do like it. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. Off she goes. All right. I've got this green one. And I think I'm going to use a stencil. And I'm trying to think and look and talk at the same time. I'm going to use this jelly white. Give it a roll. Because again, it never really rolls perfectly smooth, but I kind of like that. How you age your paint to make it do this, I have no idea. Okay. All right. I'm grabbing a stencil. And I'm going to put this one on. See what we get. Okay, here we go. Yes, yes. Looks good to me. Love it. Okay, got one more. And I'm going to just pick this up and drop this right on. So, if you have liked what we're doing, please drop me a comment, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you know every time I'm putting up a new video. I am a brand new channel. I've been around, maybe coming up on my 9th month. I'll be doing a how's my channel doing video in a week or so. And I'll let you know how the analytics are going. All right. This was that tropical one. And I still think I get a tropical vibe from it. I like it. All right. Now, I'm going to be here a second. And I'm just going to snap up all these jelly plates and show you. I'm picking them up. Sorry. Wow, we did a lot. Why didn't somebody stop me? Okay. Now, if you were not seeing my video before this one, this is a sampling of some of the Christmassy ones that I did. But I did bigger, but I just wanted to give you a taste, and go ahead and take a look at that video. It's the gel plate one before the one that you're looking at, okay? And then look, here's the ones we did. So we'll just look at them one at a time. Fall, I love it. And this pink and purple, I love that. Now this, and especially like here, but all of it I really like. I sincerely do like this. Okay, this one I like. Good. This one, it'll probably go in a pile that says I need to do more. I think that could use another pull. This one, love it. I really do. Looks like windows. And our mermaid scales. I like that on the grungy. And I really love the ghost print. I think that sets this off quite nice. This one is okay, but I don't think it's anything special. I wish it more turned out like this, but it may go in, I think it's going to go in the do more pile. And yet this one, I just love. You know, I'm just all about it. Down by the sea. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope that you consider hitting the like button, subscribe, invite your friends. It means so much to me. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.